Chandler Vogel.
Kendra Potts.
Tori Miller.
Kayla Elliott.
Coach.
Yes, just coming off from this win, being down 0-2, but in a weird way, never feeling like we didn't have a chance just because of the way these girls process information, take in adjustments, see adjustments we need to make. This team has been really, this weekend specifically, but throughout the season, we've always talked about during a match, we don't have to wait till Monday to get better at something. We can actually get better at it right now. And they really applied that tonight, especially with Metro was errorless in the first set. It was phenomenal. Their offense is already very special, but we were thinking, can they maintain that? But also what adjustments we need to make just to be able to slow it down a little bit. And they did just that. And then on top of that, they just add themselves, the fire, the grit, the stubbornness in the absolute right way. And so I'm just really proud of the complete match that they played tonight.
I listened to an interview you had earlier in the season, point for point, live every point. You talk about everybody wants to be competitive and win right away, but you have to trust the process. And here you are now. I mean, a team to buy into that. It sounds so cliche amongst coaches, but for them to kind of live by that, I mean, you're sitting here just because of that reason today.
Literally that reason. And I mean, you just regurgitated everything that we've been talking about through this whole season is be in the present moment. Don't think too far behind. Don't think too far ahead. And they, to apply that though, takes a lot of discipline, and for them to actually believe in it individually, but also as a group, as a cohesive group of 18, it's actually a lot of fun to sit back, like I said, and get out of their way.
One thing that Coach Jenny Glenn just told us was, you guys were incredible out of system. And when that is Metro's serve and pass, that's their thing. And so to get you guys out of system, but be able to score points off of that, she said that was a big difference in today. Do you feel the same way?
Absolutely. I'm just this number 31, Tori Miller, 33 kills, 6 errors, 51 attempts, hitting .529, and a lot of her balls were out of system. That's a huge one. Tori was solid from start to finish. What I'm really also proud of is how Abby Nash actually slowly, gradually got hotter as the night went. And that was huge for us because we had to win those rotations when Tori was out. And so Abby came in clutch in that. And then I have to give a shout out to Ashlyn Vineyard coming in on the right side. Hadn't played any this weekend, but she's always been a loose player to come off the bench. And Cammie's had a phenomenal season, but we just need a little bit of help offensively on the right side. And so yes, our out of system game, we actually worked a little bit on that this past week, right? And again, the application, I lost my patience a couple times, maybe, I don't know. But the application of all those things, it's all them. They choose to do it. We can give them information, but they're choosing to physically put it together.
It really seemed like your block started to get going a little bit later, made them a little reticent, a lot more tips from them later on. What kind of changed for you guys in that respect? Was it just the block started to get fall down for you?
Yeah, I think once you get to see a girl in her process, getting her rhythm of her approach and just tendencies of your arm swing, I think the block does get smart. And that's specifically what I thought we were learning throughout this match. Is that we made the adjustments each set, and you could tell our block just felt more comfortable and more confident, and they weren't overthinking things. If we did get beat, the block was already telling me, hey, I got that next one. And so their mentality going through the set was just a little bit more business rather than the emotional of, why did I get beat? I really didn't get that question much after set 2. And so, yeah, but Kayla and Marjani are just special as far as how they move laterally, how explosive they are, and how strong they are when they're just giving a second effort into a close. But, I mean, Kayla put on a blocking clinic the last 8 points of the entire match. It was crazy to watch. And so, yeah, I mean, those were clutch moments, and they're ready for it. So, good job.
Okay, enough about the X's and O's, I guess, right now, but you're regional champ. Coach, what's it feel like to get to this moment? You guys worked hard, you went through a tough Lone Star, tough regional, and here you are, ready to go to Tampa. What's that feel like?
I can't really think of a word, so I'm just going to say it feels really good. I don't know, this group is just special, and I know every coach in the nation feels that way about their team. But man, not only is it fun coaching them, but they're just really fun, awesome human beings. And we have a lot of fun off the court. And I appreciate every single individual personality type on our team. And for some reason, we were talking about it being a puzzle piece. The puzzle pieces are just kind of coming together. You know, we've been working on it. We've been slowly putting the pieces throughout the season, but they're just coming together. And we all appreciate each other's differences. We're honest with each other, and I don't know. It's a safe group. We just feel safe with each other.
Seems like you have a lot of fun on the court.
A little bit.
Just watching from the other side.
A little bit.
Shannon, what's it like? What's going through your mind right now?
Oh my gosh, it's kind of speechless, like what Ken just said. Like, it feels really good. I mean, it feels good to think that we were just receiving votes. We came in as a 7th seed. People literally said they just haven't won any upsets. They haven't beat anybody they weren't supposed to, and here we are. So it's really cool. It's really cool.
Just talk about playing with this group and getting to this point, and point for point, you know, the things the coach says, it panned out. You're here right now.
Yeah. Being present has been a huge theme through our entire season, and I think it's been really helpful. But I have never been a part of a team like this. I love every single one of the girls, and I know they love me too. And it's amazing. It's a different feeling. It's something that I think very few teams in the country have.
Just talk about Tori a little bit. Goodness, what, she had 10 kills in the third set or something? It was
Astronomical. Unbelievable. Insane. I actually asked to look at the box score, and then I saw it, and I literally just went crazy in the gym. Literally, like, ran over, chest bumped. She didn't even know yet. And I was like, you're insane. Insane.
What was that like with your teammates right after you guys did it? I mean, there's huddle, there's chaos going on, but I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
There's a lot of crying. A lot of crying. And I don't cry very often. I really don't. And it was a lot of crying. It was just like, man, it's happening. I love the beach.
There you go. This one's it out. Tori, you aren't going to be stopped today. Is that right?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just saw red from the very beginning. I was just like, feed me. Like, I feel good. So.
I mean, they were double teaming you. It didn't matter. Like, what were you kind of doing to get around them? They have a decent block. They have some good defenders back there, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get those balls up.
I don't know. My game is just hit the crap out of the ball. I don't know. That's what I'm good at. So I just thought. I mean, doesn't matter where the set is, doesn't matter what's happening, just hit the ball hard. Maybe they won't get it.
She's well coached.
Going to Tampa, how's that feel?
I've never been to Florida. I'm really excited. Yeah, and coming into WT, I mean, Kendra came in with me. We were both new. We didn't know each other. I was recruited by Scoach, so I mean, it was a big leap for me, but obviously it's where I'm meant to be, and I wouldn't change my decision for anything.
Just talk about the big blocker over here in that fifth set. You're doing your thing. She's going. That's a pretty good tandem. But just talk about her performance.
Yeah, I mean, Kayla is just like, she's a force to be reckoned with. I mean, I hate playing against her in practice. Luckily, I'm usually not against her. We're usually on the same side of the net. But I mean, we're just so lucky to have her. She's just such a presence. She's a leader. She keeps me calm whenever I can't be calm. And I mean, she's just huge up there.
Are you going to echo the same things with coaches in terms of being able to be smart with your block and learning what they were doing, or is it just a lot of emotion and energy and you were ready to roll? Something clicked for you at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just going throughout the sets, you know, our block just started getting better and better, more touches on the blocks, and then eventually, you know, I got to give it to my pins. They just set up the block. I just had to put my hands up, and it just happened to go into my hands. And I just have to give it to them because they just were setting it up well, and all I had to do was fill in.
No nerves, 0-2, number 3 team in the nation?
No, I was ready. I had no doubt that we were going to take the next 3 sets. I had no problem about it. I knew we were going to take it 100%.
What's that say about a team that's down 0-2, and they came out? So it was pretty flawless volleyball there, but to come out, steal that third set, roll, I mean, that says something about a team, doesn't it?
Yeah, we fight for each other. We fight for every single point. We focus on the point ahead of us, not the point that just happened, and it worked out for us. It really did.
Lots of practices, conditioning.
They love that.
Scouting, right?
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Here you are as champions in the region. I mean, how does that feel that it's all paying off?
I mean, wow. I can't believe it. I mean, it's great to see the work that has been put in really come together. It's an awesome feeling.
fun group.
Yeah, I mean, these girls are incredible. You know, they're a huge part of my life, and it's just being able to work with them and being able to live life with them. It's awesome. It's really just getting neat to get to know them and work with them.
So, Coach, what's next? How long do you celebrate? I mean, we'll find out soon who you play, but how long do you celebrate?
I will definitely give them tonight.
That's nice.
For sure. Really, I think the next steps is just learning the next opponent and approaching it the way we have every single match this year. And so we're just going to educate ourselves. I feel like I'm doing a research report every day on who we're playing, and that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go back to work. But the big thing right now is we always talk about enjoy this. This is why you do this. I don't want to cut off this feeling. And so I want them to enjoy it because that's why you want to get up and do it again the next day. And when you're playing volleyball in December, when you started, mid-August, you got to keep yourself fresh. You got to keep yourself hungry. And so, yeah, we're going to enjoy ourselves and we're going to laugh and cut up. And then once we know who our next opponent is, we're going to go to work. And so, yeah, it's just a good feeling. It's kind of indescribable, but I'm just really proud of these girls.
West Texas A&M program, they've been to many of these, and you're just another great coach in the line of it. So to be able to kind of keep that going, I know this is your only third season, right? And so now you're amongst the all-time greats. Like, what does that mean to kind of keep this program going at the heights it's always played at?
I don't know if I deserve that title at all. I got to see a lot of coaches before me. Debbie Hendricks got to play for Tony Greystone. Jason Scotch did a great job while he was here. There's just so much tradition that I just want to do the program right. I want to pay it forward. It gave me so much as an alumni. It made me the adult, the wife, the mom I am today through the blood, sweat, and tears with my teammates. And I have every single one of my teammates I played with and people that I didn't even play with in the program just shouting us out and giving us love tonight. And that's what's special about this program. And so to be lucky enough to be chosen to be able to lead, I just want to do it right. I pray every day I'm doing it right, and I know who's running the show up there, and I just got to make sure I'm listening every day.